I have this frame from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take a razor blade on the back side and cut the canvas. I'm not really caring about these staples in the back, as it's going to be on the back side and nobody's going to see it. So I pulled the canvas off, and you always want to save this canvas for a future project. On the back side, I'm going to take my Bosch stapler and some jute, and I'm kind of going to do this vertically, crossing the jute from one side of the frame to the other and stapling it down. Now you can take a ruler and mark off perfect sections. I did not do that, but if that's something that you want to do, feel free. I just went back and forth, and then when I was done, I came horizontally, however you want to look at this. This is a square. I went one way, and now I'm going to start going and feeding the jute up the other way, and at each jute spot, I'm going to wrap the jute around the jute. I really hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go to the next jute, wrap it around, and then go up to the next. Wrap it around and go up to the next until I get to the end, and I'm going to staple it down. Move it over, staple it again, and then I'm going to go back up and do the same exact thing. And I'm going to be doing this up and down until I finish the entire panel. And once I'm finished, I'm going to put knots on the last piece of jute and the first piece of jute to make sure this does not unravel. I was going to keep my frame natural. This was an afterthought to paint the frame white. So obviously you're going to want to paint your frame first and then do your jute. I do a lot of these things that I've never done before, so I am kind of working hindsight is not there till now. So what I did was I painted the outside of the frame, and then when it got to the interior part, I used a piece of paper to protect the jute from the white paint as I went on the inside. And this worked perfect. I had no issues. When you see the end of my project, you'll see you could probably paint your frame in navy, any other color. There's lots of colors you could choose. So I'm taking this seahorse from the Dollar Tree, and I'm taking some hot glue, and I'm filling in the word sea with the hot glue. This is a fun way to kind of get that bubble look or bring out some detail in your projects. So once I fill this in, I'm going to let the glue cool. And once it cooled and it was hardened, I took some snow owl and painted the entire seahorse in snow owl. I'm not really worrying about full coverage at this point. I just want to get a coat on, cover everything, allow that to dry, and then I'm going to take this metal ruler. I believe I got this ruler at Dollar Tree many years ago, and I love it for this type of thing. So I'm taking some chocolate paint, a very little bit on an art brush, and I'm tracing out the lines in the seahorse using my ruler. If you feel like you're getting too much paint on your ruler, you can always wipe it back. And now I'm going to take a baby wipe and actually go back and wipe back these lines to make them more like a stained vibe. I'm taking Bowie and I'm hitting the edge of my seahorse all the way around. And then I'm going to take whatever's left over on my dabber and I'm going to hit the word sea. And then I'm just going to kind of scoop my dabber across, and this is going to look like a weathered piece of wood. I found this placemat at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to staple it to the back of my frame. If anybody's interested in the Bosch stapler, just say Bosch stapler or stapler, and I'll make sure I get you a link to the stapler. It will be our Amazon link. I'm going to cut back any excess material. And now I'm going to put Scrabble pieces in either corner of the frame to kind of lift up a place that I can glue my seahorse to. I found this ribbon. It's all coastal ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I took 3 different patterns and made a bow, tying the center with some jute. And I did glue this to the top of my seahorse. Then I found this beaded garland with the sand dollar at the end. I just wanted the sand dollar and I glued it where there was that shell. Then I'm going to take some copper gilding wax and cover the word C and put a little bit on my sand dollar. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. For any paint products, tissue paper transfers, or mesh stencils, chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much.